Hello everybody and welcome back to Cask and Points. Today we're going to have a lot of fun. So my first barrel pick has finally arrived, and I say finally, I picked this just less than 2 weeks ago, so it's actually very impressive that it's already sitting here in the collection, and we are going to be putting it to the ultimate test. So a week and a half ago I posted a vlog where I was down in Nashville. We picked this Nashville Barrel Company barrel and it was absolutely delicious. It's a 9-year MGP Kelvin Char 4, so what this means, obviously MGP, distilled and aged in Indiana, and then it's in Kelvin Cooperage, which is a really high quality barrel, and it's Char 4, so relative to most of the market, it's a very heavily toasted barrel, and then it aged in that barrel for 9 years. It's actually only the second 9-year Nashville Barrel Company Kelvin that they have released. And I also have the very first one, Monkey Tonk here. This was a pick done by a very close friend of mine. His name is Ross. He has had a few really amazing picks already, notably these River Roots Ryes here, 2 of them that will make their way in a review sometime very, very soon. And he's just such a good friend of mine. He actually is really the one that put me on a lot of this Nashville Barrel Company and River Roots. We became friends maybe 6-8 months ago, and he sent me a bunch of samples, and it's really what got me into a lot of this stuff. So I'm forever grateful for him, and I'm really excited to try his pick here. And we have some pretty fun competition. So I've thrown in 2 other Nashville Barrel Company picks. We have an Ace Spirits. This is 3261. This is a 7-year, so this is actually a much older pick. This was picked around 2 years ago. These all have around the same distillation date of May 2016, which is why these are both the first 2 9 years, because they obviously have just turned 9 years old, but this one is an older pick, so I thought that would be fun. And then we also have Cask Syndicate. This is 3328, and this is actually the same barrel that I reviewed. My first ever Nashville Barrel Company review must have been maybe 5 months ago at this point. I'm curious. I mean, I'll show it here on your screen, so I'm really curious how long that was. It felt like maybe 5 or 6 months, but it's going to be interesting to see if it's actually way longer than that. But anyways, we have those 4, and then we also have a rare character, KEL. Now, KEL is their Kelvin barrels. This is also distilled and aged in Indiana. These are 8 years old, and then about low to mid 120s proof. So really the exact same stats that we have here, except this was released about a year ago, so it's 8 years old. A lot of these Kelvin barrels seem to have been born around May 2016. So anyways, let's get into it here. Let's try this blind. I'm really excited to see how our pick does, how my good friend's pick does, and how everything else does. I mean, this is going to be a lot of fun. I am thinking that the KEL will do pretty poorly, just based off of my experience. I think the richness on these NBCs are just so impressive here. But let's find out. So let's get right in here to glass number 1. Interesting. This one has a really rich caramel on the nose. Okay, wow, that is really nice. Super rich oak on this one as well. It's a little bit of cherry that's peeking out of this that I actually also really enjoy. Wow, very full, very round pour here. Now, for 9 years old and 120 proof, I mean, these picks are just so impressive to me. I mean, they honestly, these Kelvin Char 4s that I've had from Nashville Barrel Company, better than a lot of the 12 and 13-year MGP that I've had. When they're aged in these barrels, I mean, they just have so much complexity on them. Yeah, this is super rich and super decadent caramel. This is like a sip. Oh, that's solid. Okay, that's really good. So, on the palate there, I just got a ton of caramel. On the nose here, it's really nice and robust. On the palate there, I'm getting pretty much just pure caramel. It's like a little bit of chocolate in this one. It's like peeking out a little bit. Wow, that is really, really good. Let's take another sip. Yeah, I mean, that's just a solid sipper right there. That one, to me, more relaxing than I think a lot of the other NBCs that I've had. I mean, we're going to find out here, I guess. But that one's very solid starting point here. Oh, I like that one a lot. Okay, let's go on to glass number 2. Interesting. This one has like a deeper, kind of a richer oak to it. But then it doesn't really have nearly as much sweetness. Like, it's kind of getting into that like dates, figs, really, really rich fruitiness. But honestly, the fruitiness is kind of light in comparison to that first glass. I mean, it's almost like it's going for a richer flavor profile, but it's just not doing it as well as I think glass number 1 is overall. Interesting. Let's take a sip. Oh, that palate's good. Okay. On the nose, I liked one more. The palate, I liked two more. Definitely got more of that kind of fig date thing going on. I really like that out of these NBCs. I mean, when they get to that really, really rich fruitiness on it, no, that's nice. I mean, the fact that these pours they're around $130, $140. I think the 9 years were $140. The younger ones were $130, and I think the 7 years were actually just $100. So yeah, I mean, just all really, really great deals here. Now, if you want either of these picks, I believe there's about 15 more of the Monkey Tonk. I will put the link to that in the description. And then there's about 35 more of my picks. So they are still available at the time of recording this video, but definitely go check down below in the comments because they will likely go very quickly in the next few days. This is great. Let's take another sip. Oh yeah, super rich on the palate. You're getting a lot of tobacco on that one as well, on that second sip. It's surprisingly different from the first glass, and really the range on a lot of these Kelvins are just so surprising to me. And that's really good. Actually, not totally sold that I like it more than glass number one, though. I thought on the first sip it was more clear. That second sip got into such rich tobacco that I actually really like the sweetness that I'm getting off of glass number one. We may have to come back to these, but let's go on to glass number three. Okay, this one, a little bit more boring than the others. Getting a rich caramel, a little bit of like a toasted wood note on it, like a little pecan wood kind of thing. It is nice. And there is actually a nice vanilla on it as well. Let's take a sip. What? Wow, that is a lot flatter than the others. I hope this isn't one of these two. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's the worst pour of the day. That one to me, super flat on the palate. I mean, look, there is some oak there, there's some vanilla there, there's some caramel there. There's a little bit of that toasted one on it, but that is just, it's good. Like it's still not a bad pour. And I'll be honest, like if this was $100, this bottle, I'd probably buy that. Like that's, nah, I probably wouldn't, but I'd understand if somebody did. Like it's not bad. See, if this is the rare character KL, it's actually a good bit worse than the KLs I've had before, so now I'm a little bit confused. I'll show it on your screen which KL it is, but this is, let's take another sip. Okay, that was better. It's very smooth, it's very rounded. It has a nice caramel, vanilla, oak to it. It has some nice toasted pecan wood and stuff like that. There's a little, tiny little bit of red fruit that's peeking through, but really not much. I mean, there was a little bit on glass number one, and it was like 5 times as much. So it's good. It's clearly my least favorite of this. I actually don't really know if I even have to go back to this one. I like glass 1 and 2 a lot more. Let's go on to glass number 4. All right, so glass number 4 here. Ooh, this one's good too. More similar to glass number 2 on the nose here. I think glass number 1 here, very sweet, like super caramel sweetness on it. I really like that caramel sweetness. 2 here is going to be a little bit richer. This glass number 4 here, I don't know. It's kind of in between. So I think it has more sweetness than glass number 2, but I'm getting a good amount of oak richness that is also more akin than glass number 2 to glass number 1. So, I'm getting a little bit more dark fruit on this one as well. Ton of vanilla. Okay, that's really nice. Let's take a sip. Ooh, that's nice. Way better than glass number 3. Good bit better than glass number 3 here. Definitely close with 1 and 2. That's gonna be really interesting to see. That's good. That's good. It's more of like a dark fruity flavor profile than the others. And I'll just say, I would describe my pick as a more dark fruity flavor profile. So, but I would probably describe at least one of these also as a dark fruity flavor profile. So I'm not gonna make any assumptions here. It's really nice. So it has like this really nice blackberry note on it, like blackberry jam on it that I really enjoy. Yeah, I don't know. On the nose, I would say glass 2 has more of that kind of figs and dates, which I also really like. And glass number 1 has a little bit more caramel, which I also really like. This one has more dark fruit on it, which I also like. But it's giving me like a little bit of the figs and dates, a little bit of the caramel. So it's giving me a little bit of what I got out of those two. Not nearly as well as those two though, but then it's really shining in that dark fruit. I think I know what this one is. I don't know though. I don't want to make any assumptions because it'll be bad if I make assumptions and then I'm wrong. Just take another sip. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. It's like a vanilla custard on the palate there. That's really nice. It has actually a good bit of spiciness on it. More spiciness than any of that I've gotten on these other three. It almost actually drinks like a high rye, which is good. It's that spice is adding to the level of robustness. It's kind of like this blackberry custard thing going on it, and then also the spice thing going on it. I like that a lot. Tough competition between 1 and 2 and 4 here. 3 is clearly my least favorite. Let's go on to glass number 5. Okay, I kind of just got like a rich aged oak on this one and not much else. There's some caramel in there. It's smelling a lot richer than glass number 3, but beyond that, it's not particularly complex relative to the others. Let's take a sip. That one's actually really similar to glass number 3 on the palate. It's good. It's good. It's sweeter than glass number 3. So I like it more than glass number 3 for sure. But it kind of has, honestly, like a little bit of a flatness on it. Like, kind of just sweet caramel. And it could just be coming off that, like, almost a high rye on glass number 4. Now, these are all 75-21-4, so 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley. This is MGP's low rye mash bill. They have a high rye mash bill that's 36% rye. And so, yeah, I mean, 4 is interesting. That kind of spice. This one, at least in comparison to the others, yeah, I don't know about this one. 3 and 5, I think, are gonna be my least favorite of the day. Let's take another sip. Better on the second sip. Still not particularly good. Kind of just oaky. It's oaky, it's sweet, it's a good sipper. And I'm speaking negatively about it because I think there's just better competition here. But I think any of these bottles for $100, $120, $140, I mean, you got a really nice deal here. I mean, we're working in the high 7s to probably low to mid 8s here. So overall, solid stuff. Like, if you put this against, like, a Stag Junior, for example, like, I'm taking this pretty much any day of the week. And I really like Stag Juniors. I think you guys know how much I like Stag Juniors. So, this is good here. Okay, so that's the 5. I think let's go back to 3 and 5. Let's kind of confirm that those are our least 2 favorite, and then let's go on to the rest. All right, so my least favorite was 3, at least on that first go around. Let's take a small sip here just to kind of confirm that it's my least favorite, but just doesn't have that level of robustness that I got off of 1, 2, and 4. It's caramel sweetness. This is really nice. And, okay, that oak is a little richer than the first time I went around. Let's take a sip. It's good. It's good. It's actually pretty spicy on that sip. I like it. Like, I do really like that. That to me is a 7.7. Like, it's solid whiskey. Like, I think for $100, you really can't go wrong. If the bottle's $200, I'd probably pass. And so I guess that kind of gives you an idea of the value there. Like, I think $100 is a pretty good deal. I could go without it, but if I had it, I'm not gonna feel bad about it at all. Like, it's very solid, but it's not really in the level of what I think we kind of have on 1, 2, and 4. But okay, that's a 7.7. Let's go to glass number 5 here. It's much better than glass number 3. Like, it's sizably better, but I just don't know if it's the level of the others. Yeah, I mean, it's sweeter. It also has a nice, like, it's a deeper, richer oak on it. So I like 5 more than I like 3, but 7.9 on glass number 5. I think they're both good, but I think the other 3 are like at least an 8.1. Like, there's a difference here going on. All right, do we want to go back to 1, 2, or 4? Let's go back to glass number 1. Actually, I don't love the nose, and I think on the nose it's better than 3. I think 3 is just last place for everything. The nose, the palate, the finish. It's just like it's the weaker one. I hope that's the rare character. If that's my pick, I'm gonna feel bad. I don't think it is, but yeah, okay. I like the nose on 5 more, but it's the palate on 5 that I just don't. This is just sweet. Like, it's just super sweet, super caramel. There's some vanilla in there. There's like a little bit of that red cherry peeking out. And now I will note, these two have only been open for about 2 days, and it is notorious that a lot of these Kelvins take a good week or 2 weeks to really warm up to the world. And so I know that even when we were picking this barrel, in the first 2, 3, 4 minutes here, it honestly wasn't the best thing in the world. It was kind of floral and very, very oaky on it, but after like the first 4 or 5 minutes, it started getting to this really, really rich dark fruit on it that I loved a lot more, which is why I ended up picking that barrel. And so I'll just say, for these two, they may be working at a slight disadvantage because they've both only been open for about 2 days, and I kind of suspect that they'll both get a good bit better, probably in a week or 2 weeks, but I wanted to do this review because I got the bottles in, and I'm so excited about my pick. I wanted to share with you guys, and so that's why I did it. So, okay, let's take a sip here. Now, it's so much more rich than 3 and 5. I mean, it might be my least favorite of these 3. We're going to see how the top 3 goes. It's an 8.1 for now, but it's good. It's good. It's good. It's rich. Okay, let's go on to glass number 4. Okay, this one became even more dark fruit, but there is a spice on it. Like there is a good spice on it. It's spicier than at least 1 and 2 for sure. I like the spice on it, but let's take a sip. Oh wow, that blackberry is really nice. Blackberry, vanilla. I really think that's my pick. If it's not, it's gonna be fun. I think that's mine. I like it a lot. Wow, that's really nice. Okay. I like it more than glass number 1. I don't know if I like it more than glass number 2 though. Like it's solid. I mean, any of these bottles, 130, 140 bucks, whatever the heck they are. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, let's go on to glass number 2 real quick. Let's see. The nose is lacking on this one. The palate is good. Okay. I really like the palate on that one. I mean, it's my favorite palate. It's weaker on the nose. All the finishes here. I mean, these two are kind of more like short to medium length. I think the rest are medium to long. Like they're really rich here. That second one probably has the longest one. I hope that's my pick. I don't know if it is. Really, really good though. I mean, we have some good stuff going on here. I mean, I'm really happy. These two are really just out of contention here. But these top 3, I mean, I'd buy a bottle of all of these and I'd be real happy. Let's see, one here. 8.1. I'm happy with 8.1 on this one. Glass number 2 here. Oh, that's really good. 8.3. It's really good. It's I'm gonna say 8.4 actually. It's just an 8.4. It's really, really nice here. But I don't know if it's 0.3 better. Might up this one to an 8.2. Let's take another sip. Yeah, 8.2. 8.2. Yeah, it's a 0.3 higher than glass number 5. I mean, it's sizably better than these. I don't know what these two are. I'm assuming one is a rare character, just because I like the National Book Companies a lot more than I like the RCs, but we'll see. 8.2, 8.4. Let's see, glass number 4 here. Oh, that's nice. Let's take a sip. It's good. 8.3. I think I like it more than 1. Not by a lot. It's close. I think I like 2 the best. I think two is the most glass here today. I hope my pick got at least top 3. If it's one of these two, I'm gonna feel real bad. Let's find out what we're having. Alrighty. So glass number 3 here in last place is. That's the rare character. Okay, that's good. That's the rare character KL. Yeah, it's just like not nearly as robust. I mean, it's a step up above the Rios, if you've had the Rios from Rare Character, but it's not that much of a step up. Honestly, I don't know how National Beer Company does it. I don't know how they end up with these just top tier Kelvin barrels. But all right, in fourth place here, glass number 5 is number 4. Okay, so that's our Cask Syndicate pick here. That's a 121.62 proof, 8-year-old 3328. Wow, I like the one a lot less than the first time I went around. And I will say, I mean, I think this kind of happens a lot, where I think the first time I try like really good MGP 95.5s, like when I first tried the Reaper, I loved the Reaper from River Roots, and then I tried other stuff and I realized the Reaper's good, but there's other stuff out there. I think that was my introduction to these National Beer Company Kelvins, and I absolutely loved it, but yeah, honestly, against the rest of the field, it's just not nearly as good here. So yeah, I think that's fair. And actually, that sample was sent to me by the same guy that did this pick. So thank you a lot, Ross. I really appreciate you. Let's go on to glass number 1. Glass number 1 here is, oh wow, that's the Monkey Tonk. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's very sweet on the nose here. I could totally understand why some people may even actually prefer it to glass 2 and glass 4. Really, really sweet on the nose. I think it's just lacking in that complexity. But again, that bottle's been open for 2 days, and I kind of suspect it'll get a lot better over time, so may have not been the most fair competition, but we will revisit these a lot of time. I mean, we don't drink that much of our bottles here anyways, and so we'll revisit these a lot. Okay, glass number 4 here in second place. Okay, that's my pick. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I really like it. It has that dark fruit on it. It has a vanilla on it. It's kind of spicy, at least in the beginning. And that kind of happened at the pick where it started off really spicy, and then actually that spice really mellows out, and just the fruit gets darker and richer over time. And so, yeah, I can kind of suspect that. I kind of wonder if it'll end up number 1 for me if I do this fight again in 2 or 3 weeks. I think I've also heard that Monkey Tonk gets very chocolatey and dark fruit, and I started getting a little bit of that chocolate. I think I mentioned chocolate somewhere in the video. So, yeah, I can kind of see that. So, those two really interesting to see how they'll open up in the next 2 weeks. But glass number 1 here is going to be, that is the Ace Spirits. That's the 7-year. That's the youngest one. But yeah, I mean, that Ace Spirits is just so good here. Wow, I'm really impressed. I thought that at least it would be the Cask Syndicate at number 1. I thought at least between these two. I mean, the 7-year, those old 7 years from National Beer Company are very impressive. They're really good, really rich stuff here. I mean, we tried a few in our last National Beer Company review, and they were just so good. Okay, I really like that all. All right, I think I've kept you here long enough. I hope you all enjoyed the review. This is my barrel pick. If you want to get a bottle, definitely get a bottle. If you want some of Monkey Tonk here, if you like that sweetness, if you like that richness, and if you like what is likely going to be a lot of chocolate and dried fruit over time, check that bottle out. But thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.